Hey everybody, the pasta maker is here. Today I want to talk about a little bit very interesting gadget, the pasta bike. You know, usually we're using the pasta maker to cut our pasta, but you can also use the pasta bike to do the same thing. And then you can create different variations, different shape, different edges to your pasta, you know, to make it a little bit more interesting. You can use a pastry wheel, but I find that the pasta bikes work actually even more better. So this is how it works, you know, usually when we're making fresh pasta, we're going to run it through the machine just to flatten it first, starting on a higher thickness, like a bigger thickness here, running it through the machine one time, lowering it to a lower thickness. I'm going to lower it to number 3 here, and flattening the dough basically, getting the right type of thickness that we want our dough to be, to end up being, you know, it's very important. You run it through the machine again. We're going to repeat that step 2 or 3 times, the same way that we do when we cut traditional pasta with a cutter. Same thing that we work with the pasta bike, we're going to do the same thing. Flattening it one more time. You see the machine immediately receives it, immediately swallows it from one side to the other. It's a very, very simple process here. See the dough gets a little thinner every time. I'm going to move it down to number 5 here on the machine. This is 5, right? It's important to have enough flour here so you know things don't get sticky. And we are going to run this thing again on a thinner thickness, so our pasta is nice and thin. I'm not going to go angel hair here, but I'm going to do my best this time. You can go angel hair with this machine, so if you want to. But this is a very nice thickness. You can already feel how delicious this really will be. You just have to make it ready for the machine to receive it. In my case, it's very thin edge here. That is. Okie dokie. That's beautiful. Now normally we would add the pasta attachment at this point and run it through the machine on the pasta attachment side. With this machine we don't have to do it. We're simply going to flatten it here on the board. You can square it and get rid of the edges if you want to. Many people do that. Or you can simply hold it on this part and run this thing through. And you'll see. Let's run it again here. Nice and comes up in different shapes basically that you can use for your pasta. Brilliant. This didn't came out very nice, but you get the idea. This one is nice, a nice one. It's a little bit more work to separate them than you work with a traditional cut, but color, but you know, it gives you that variety. To be honest, for me, I like to do a combination of the 2 shapes rather than one. I find it to be always interesting, you know, to have more than one shape when you're serving your pasta. Kind of breaking the consistency, and you know, pasta is all about, you know, tradition and breaking the tradition for me. So getting all those different shapes makes it more interesting, you know. Of course, this is a little bit more labor intense than running it through the machine, but it gives you this extra edge, and it's actually a cheaper option than buying a different attachment if you want to save money even. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're going to make great pasta at home. This is pretty much it. Fresh pasta done right with a Mercato cutter, the pasta bike. Simply roll it.